All right, all right. We are live. We are live. So, happy Sunday, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I definitely want to start with that first and foremost, man. I hope all the fathers enjoyed themselves today and found a little love. But if you're not familiar, man, thank you for checking us out. I want to welcome you to the Roundtable Music live panel music review. We're live every Sunday at 8 p.m. where we bring a new artist to you, not necessarily brand new, but for some of you guys, it's going to be a new look. So we bring a new artist live to you and we break down some of their works. We talk about the artwork. We talk about a few different things. But before we get into that and introducing the artist, let's go ahead and play our intro for the show. And you'll get a little sneak peek into what the artist is going to bring to you today.
Been 18 days, 3 hours since you told me to leave it. It's 2 months, 18 days, 3 hours since I stayed away.
There it is, man. There it is. That's the hotness, man. I'm liking how the feel of this thing is already. But before we begin and let the artist, introduce herself and go around the table real quick, man, we got to start with the queen. Cece, go ahead and give them your Sunday intro.
All righty. Happy Sunday, everybody. We welcome you back to the music panel. I'm so excited for tonight to see see what we're going to bring to the table because it's going to be something new tonight. So I'm excited about this. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I hope y'all had a great day. But let's get into it. I'm ready to go into these reviews, and I'm loving this artist. So let's get it.
All right, CC is already excited, man. When CC is excited, usually good stuff is about to happen, man. But without further ado, man, Mac and G Holla, I'm gonna get to you guys' intro in a second, but we do want to bring up our honored guest for the evening and just let her give the people, a little intro, a little flavor and intro into her and what she do and her whole brand and feel of music. So if you don't mind, please let the people know a little bit about yourself.
Hey everybody, I am Jande. I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia, woo woo, from the east side. Super grateful. Just want to say thank y'all so much for having me. I am a R&B artist. I sing. I am a writer as well. I do vocal production. I do everything that you can pretty much think of. I actually dance as well. Try to like incorporate everything. Um, Also, surprisingly, my alma mater is Florida State. Go knows. But no, I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited for you all to see my project. It came from a real place. I feel like everything I ever write, whether it's for me or for somebody else, always comes from a super genuine and like real place. So I'm excited about it. I just like to make music that everybody can enjoy and that just people can relate to. It's always super amazing when people are like, I felt how you when you were singing this song, or girl, I've been through this, or girl, I felt so good hearing this, or you really motivated me. So I just make music for like not just for myself, but for people to encourage people and just make people feel good as well.
Good stuff, man. Definitely. Thank you, and thank you again for allowing us the opportunity to actually sit down with you today, man, and have a conversation, talk about your works and all the dope stuff that we've heard, man. I'm definitely excited. I was surprised by this project. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that up front. A little snippet into my insight. I was surprised at the different vibes that came out of that, but we're gonna definitely get into the breakdown here in a second. But I would be remiss if I don't let my other guests go ahead and give an intro to themselves and what they got going on. So, Mac, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Okay, you already know MAC, co-founder of Brainstorm Productions, DUG Entertainment, and ready to dive into this project. Let's get it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Also, we got G Holla on here. So, brother, if you don't mind, come off mute. Give the people a little insight into yourself.
Oh, I appreciate that. My name is G Hall. I have a show called My Celebrity Life where we interview a lot of celebrities, pop culture icons from across the And I'm glad to be here, man. Y'all seem like some super cool people. We have a dope, super cool guest too. So thank you for being here. Salute to you all.
Good stuff, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Hopefully, we don't rub you the wrong way, but we'll see how it trickles down.
Mhm.
So here's what we like to do, man. Every Sunday, 8 p.m. when we go live. Again, we're on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube. Uh, through our Model Booth Games site as well as Where It Begins. So definitely, if you're catching us live or you're catching us on a recast, man, definitely tap in with us. Leave a comment. Let us know how you're feeling. As always, we do ask for a like and subscribe, man, because those things are free, man. Definitely try to support the people that you come in contact with, especially if it's something that's, that you like. And hopefully we're doing that for you. But here's how we dive into this, guys. We go through a couple different categories and just kind of break down what we're doing as we go through it. First, I just want to announce that the project that we are reviewing is going to be and hopefully I don't butcher it, it's Jande Face to Facts. All right. I'll mess it up in a minute, so please don't kill me.
Well, I'm gonna let you have it while you got it, though. I'm gonna give you
Okay.
now.
I appreciate it. But yeah, the face to facts, I was actually listening to it on Spotify. So definitely, check it out. Add some of those, if not the whole project, to your playlist. But you can also find her on all major DSPs as well as YouTube. We're going to actually play a couple clips off of the YouTube. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We got somebody that just rolled up to us in the parking lot real quick. Yasmin. You got your head towards the sky. I like that. How are you?
She on
You
mute.
you on mute, Yasmin? Okay. Okay. So we'll catch our intro. Some of our viewers may be familiar with Yasmin. She's been on a couple of our different platforms. Always a cool person, and definitely thank you for checking in with us. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. So once again, we're doing the Face to Facts project. Definitely a dope look, man. 9 tracks. From what I caught on Spotify. And here's what we're going to go through. So first thing we always get into is we like to get the feedback on the artwork, man. How does it hit your eyes visually? When you first try to digest the project, the first thing you're going to do is dive in with your eyes before your ears even get to touch it. So let me see if I got... Actually, I do not have. I apologize, guys. We had technical issues with a couple slides, so I don't have the actual artwork for this one
She said,
loaded.
look at her background.
Yeah, she got it in the background. But the artwork was different, man. It was Jande on the cover with 2 different looks. One was a more casual, laid back look, and the other one was looking real saucy on the right side. So let's get a little feedback on the artwork. We're gonna get you in a second, Jande. I'm gonna get you last on a lot of these questions because I kind of want you to hear our impressions off of it, and then you give us the real that's behind it, why it really worked out that way. So who kind of had some takeaways when they took a look at the artwork and it connected to you in some type of way? Who we got? Somebody got something to say about the artwork? Matt,
Oh,
you got something?
definitely, man. So what I took away from that artwork was I'm looking at a rugged, rough around the edges type of look, in a vulnerable state. And it pertains to the project itself, right? So if you listen to the project, you see how it progresses. You went from the rough and rugged to the classy and confident, and then it's all on the table. Dope concept to me. I love it.
Okay. I can see that. 2 halves of the coin. Definitely seems like she did a street side and she did a classy side
Right.
on the right, but that's my opinion. She might have been going for something totally different. CC, what did you think when you dove into the artwork?
Man, I'm gonna follow back on Matt. I was like, all right, she got the classy side, she got the little other side of her, like the 2 faces. You know how in some of her songs that I listen to her, she talk about the Gemini, the 2 sides. So yeah, I was paying attention. But the Gemini got 2 sides to him. So I took it as it's 2 sides going on there. You got the hood and you got the classy. You know how us ladies get. We got our sides and we bring it out to you. So, but I'm loving the cover. I'm loving it.
It is. We know that you love the R&B hood side of it with your classy self. So I'm thinking this cover probably fit you quite well.
Ah.
Let me
All
bring up
right, G
since we
Holla.
got yeah, well let's bring up G Holla since Yasmin is still outside for the moment. G Holla, what did you think, man, when you first dove into the artwork on this?
I love it. It's like the duality of nature. If you see it from like a spiritual context, you see like the higher and the lower self. You see like the strong nature we have to be, women, black women have to be as far as being in the society, but they also uplifted as the queens that they are, being the prototypical example of life, because we know everything starts off at the beginning it's a little rough, and then through time and through experience and wisdom and knowledge you start to smooth out a little bit and become more rounded. So that's dope. I like that.
Hey, that is a very, very deep, introspective look into it. I like it, man. I like how you analyze that with your eye. I'm actually taking a look at the work here on the second screen, and my apologies to the people at home, man. But if you go check out her works on YouTube. You go check out her works on Spotify or any other DSP. You definitely get a chance to take a look at what we're talking about, man. I like the dynamics how you are sitting, and we'll bring you up next, Jande. I like the dynamics how you sitting on the left side with the J's, man. You're chilling, you glossed up on the knees, the shins. You got your gleam on, and then on the right side, man, you got the dress on, looking like you totally ready for a classy affair. But then you got the makeup running down your face, so it's definitely some deep emotional ties when I look into this picture. But again, that's just our opinion. I want to know, what were you trying to put into the actual artwork itself?
So I really love everybody's perspective. So I actually am a Gemini. So let's throw that out there. So I actually am a Gemini. So if I talk about other Geminis, it's because I'm a Gemini too. Um, so it's a reflection of the album itself. So for me, I just have a lot of different sides. Like I've been an athlete. I've also had, in the nice dresses. I'm an artist. So it's a lot of different things. I'm from the East Side, but I know how to keep it classy a little bit. So the cover is a mixture of that of who I am. So I like for people to see like, yeah, I'm kind of rough around the edges, but I know how to clean up as well. But also it's face the facts. And so I think a lot of times as women, like we are told to like, oh, we have to look a certain way, or we have to act a certain way, or we have to kind of cover up how we feel, and we have to kind of like, when we just want to be the girl on the with the J's on, just chilling, but we have to look a certain way, or we have to hold ourselves up, or if we're hurting, we have to kind of cover it up, which is why it's like the classy girl, but like on the, with the little makeup runny tears. So it's a mixture of like all of those things, but it definitely is like coming to like facing like what the reality of what is. And I think sometimes we kind of also like to overlook what is with like the potential it has to be, or like what we want it to be. So it's like a mixture of like all of those things when I was thinking of like really digging in and diving in to my artwork.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Definitely, like I said, you covered the whole gambit on it. Like I feel like I want to go, shoot some hoops with you on one side, and the other side. Hopefully that dinner didn't go bad as to why you got the makeup dripping down. But if so, I'm there to console you. So you definitely reached me to bring me in. And I think a lot of people will probably kind of feel the same way, along with the dope city backdrop, man. So definitely, I see the city take on that as well. So I'm willing to say good work on the artwork. Sounds like everybody else has something kind of positive to say. So we love starting it out with a bang, man. And again, our eyes are the first thing that is gonna bring us in to make sure we want to eat the meal. So let's go ahead and take this to the next one, man. So you know what we like to get out of the way first, man. What was the best song on the project, man? Get into the juicy. So again, 9 cuts, man. Definitely a lot of strong R&B flavor. Some went into singing a little bit more the singing hardcore R&B, meaning I'm trying to sing my lungs outside as opposed to having those street rhythms and that flair with it. So I'm interested to see best song out of you guys. What did you guys think? And then I'm also interested to see what the artist is going to follow up with to see if any of these synergies kind of match up with us. So G Hollow, let me take you this time first. what did you think the best song on the entire joint was?
Oh, it's so much. It's like a buffet, you know. You get your, you know what I'm saying? You get your meat, your potatoes. I loved it all. But something that really stuck out to me was the song "On God." She made a reference to the backside, to the drunk in the trunk, to the older people. You know what I'm saying? And I love that verse. I don't want to butcher the verse, but when she started off, she was like, take a look at it. Basically, when I stand up, I'm slim, thick, that type of vibe. Oh, yeah, she caught my attention on that. I had to stop what I was doing to pay attention. That was dope. On God, number 2 is dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, no, definitely. I think it was something in reference to the backside being mean. But again, I'm not a lyricist like that. So I'm sure some of my other counterparts can pick that up for us. Real quick, man. Let's take a comment that came in, and also this brings us to an important part, man. Whether you're watching us live, again, whether you're catching us on Facebook Live in the Roundtable Music group, or if you're catching us on YouTube on iModel Booth Games or Where It Begins, definitely go to StreamYard, man. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Enter your permissions in there. That way, anytime you're on any of our platforms and you leave a comment, we can show your picture and your name and shout you out, man. We like to put your name on it. So real quick, let's take a comment from what is that? Pearl Pierce, awesome entertainer, hidden gem. So love flying already out of the gate, man. They thinking you a best kept secret. So hopefully, we could be a small little part of your journey and shout up to the top, because we definitely, I think, have a lot of love gonna flow out of this thing for you. So definitely appreciate the comment on that. Mac, take me to the best song, man. What is the best song? So we got to vote for one cut already. Trying to figure out if that's your same perspective or if you're going in a different direction with that.
Listen, man, when you got a hammer and you trying to put in some work, he hit the nail on the head. G Holla did. On God is the most fire track to me on that project, and that's because it's giving you that rawness. Like, it's almost like, I love bars so much, right? And y'all know this, but she's harmonizing bars and got that flavor with it. You got that hood element with it. Everything that I want in a track was on God.
Oh, that's strong. Hold on, let me get you off guard for a quick second. So that's some real strong flavor going for On God right now. CC, what you got to say about it? You're on mute. There you go. You off.
My bad. I'm a couple of them. On God was one of them. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. On God was one of them. One of my other ones was Wasteman and But You. So those were my 3. I had the top 3 on there for my songs that I like for the best songs.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't catch the second one. It was On God, But You, and what was the other one?
Waste management.
Waste management.
Okay. But I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire. I need you to pick one.
Well, I'm gonna be different. Everybody pick On God, so I'm gonna go with But You.
Okay. But You. Okay. So yeah, On God and But You, definitely 2 fire tracks. I'm gonna answer my question a little bit like this.
Caress my body, yeah. Eyes in my mind as you're loving me down. Now that you're here, yeah. Promise I won't let you down, 'cause I'm loving the way you hold me, loving the way you care. Something about you, baby. My heart can't seem to bear. but you, babe. I don't want nobody but you, babe. Yeah. Go, no, stop.
All right, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop it. That was too hot. It was too hot. Listen, when I heard that song, I was like, okay, okay, all right.
See, you was
No,
on my flavors right there.
hey, listen, it wasn't any disrespect to any of the other joints. Like I said, I felt a lot of delight going through the whole project. But when I heard that particular song, I put it on repeat about 3 different times just to kind of listen to the lyrics, man. And anytime, anybody that knows me, anytime I put your joint on repeat, that means I'm really trying to dig in and see what you're talking about. So, and then I caught the visuals on YouTube. So again, anybody that's definitely trying to rock with Jande, go out and check out the YouTube page real quick. Give them, if you don't mind, give them the YouTube page.
Cool. So the YouTube page is Jande, JandeLove, Jande Love. And so anything on that, my name is Jande Pierce. So it's not a lot of Jandes out there. So trust me, it'll all pop up.
There it is. Type in the Jande and you get led in the right direction. So obviously we kind of watered you down to 2 songs real quick. You know what I mean? But those just our opinions. I'm curious to know, what do you think is the best song on this project?
So that's so hard. It's like asking me to pick my favorite child.
It is.
Right, that's so difficult. So honestly, I enjoy But You, but honestly, I one of my babies is skydiving. Only because that came from such a vulnerable place and like such a like, okay, we're gonna show a little, not being all hard all the time. We were gonna kind of let people know like, I'm human. Sometimes you gotta take risks. You kind of gotta just dive into things, and things aren't always easy. And just kind of being honest about how I was feeling at that space and where I was at. So my baby, for me, I feel bad. Like my songs can hear me talking about them. I really do enjoy. I enjoy skydiving. I love But You. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I love But You. I love performing But You. But skydiving for me personally just hits a little different internally for me.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that. But we can't see through your eyes. So obviously a little more special experience for you going through just with the entirety of making that particular joint. But again, strong contender. I can't get mad at you for choosing that one, but I can't get mad at you, period. It's your stuff. So, you know. But let's take us into our follow-up to that. Let's see where we want to go with this. I think I'm gonna flip out of order a little bit. Let's go to something that was real kind of intrigued my mind. I had a hard time wrapping this one a little bit. Artist comparison. We like to come on here just because we always put on our AR and A&R hat. We put on our music director hat, and we like to say this should be on the radio because we special and we chose it. So with that being said, uh, there are a lot of artists that get on the radio because they sound similar. There are also artists that get on the radio, and get major play because they sound different. I'm curious to know what category or what comparison. Who would you compare Jande to? Who did your ear go to when you were actually going through and digesting this music? Who want to start us out on that one?
Go ahead, Matt. Matt got this going first.
Right. Okay. So if I had to get into it like that, take that deep dive, I mean, I can actually see like some Alicia Keys, because you can hear some of that vulnerability that I'll be talking about in her music and some of Alicia's music. So that's who I would go with.
Okay. Okay. So you're gonna go Alicia Keys on the artist comparison. I feel it. I feel it. CC, you look like you got somebody on the tip of your tongue. Who you got?
I don't know. I put her in her own category. But I can see maybe her.
Okay.
I may can go with that in comparison.
Okay. Okay. I can see that. I can see that. G Holla, who you got on the artist comparison?
It's kind of it's a melting pot for me. I know you're asking for one person, but if I can
No,
blend them
give
all,
me your list. Yeah, give me your list.
okay, if I can blend them together, I feel that voice. We go a little bit old school, Aaliyah. But then too, I'm feeling that Erica Badu influence too as well. You know, with that sultry type of like got the little bit of the raspy voice a little bit with the sultriness. And then I could also feel just a little bit of TLC in it too, just as a cultural music influence because our music has a vibe to it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can see that, and actually, yeah, kind of, we're a little on point. What I wrote down in my notes was Erica Badu, if they actually let her sing, and I say that because we always vibe off of Erica's vibe, but if you get a chance to listen to her, man, that girl's bad. That girl's bad all the way around. Not just the vibe, not just the look and the manicure part of the game, but when she really put them pipes to work, it's something special, and you kind of reminded me of some of the live shows that I've got a chance to catch in the past with that. So that was kind of the offbeat put. But if I had to just pick somebody that's current and relevant on the radio, that was what I was talking about a minute ago. I got stuck. I actually got stuck in that phase, and I couldn't come up with anything. So I kind of went through and dug in the crates a little bit and came out with that one. So good call out on that one, G Holla. But Jande, I want to know, who do you think you're comparable to? And then follow up question to that is, who are your musical influences?
So it depends on which aspect. Like musically, I feel like if you listen to the project, there's so many different influences. Like on like for instance, on God, I kind of got the little, you know how Beyonce kind of sing rap a little bit, like that type of vibe. That's kind of what inspired like that record. And then I love Jasmine Sullivan. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sing. Like it's gonna be some records where I'm gonna sing, and y'all gonna get these vocals. And also another, I love Brandy.
Mm,
Brandy, I love her tone. Like she's amazing. The whole genre. But also I just kind of like I just wanted to make something that everybody like. I feel like your kids could listen to it. I feel like somebody's grandmother could listen to it. I feel like our people can listen to it. So it's kind of hard for me, not being stingy, but it's
yeah.
kind of hard for me just to be like this because there were so many different influences. Just because a lot of things as a person have like influenced me. So like yeah, but those are like people I love. Those are definitely kind of people that help kind of create the project. I know at the time Lizzo was doing the whole like art, like old school, and Bruno were doing the whole like old school thing. That kind of helped a little bit merge the project. So it was like a lot of different things that kind of really motivated the sound as well as just like what I like to do. Like I like to sing. I appreciate good, like great music. I appreciate old school R&B and kind of like the neo-ish, but I also appreciate, some bops. I think you can have
Mhm.
both. So yeah, that's I hope I answered the question, but that's definitely like a mixture of like what helped create the sound of the project, who I look up to, and things like that.
Yeah, no, you didn't answer the question, but we appreciate the insight into you. But no, definitely some of the names that you called out. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see some of that flavor coming into it. But you're
So
right. You
Taylor and
you
her, I would mix Tiana Taylor and her because if you mix my performance with my vocals, they're very much those are the two people. I put Tiana Taylor and her together and like mix them up.
mm, mm, that's official.
Hey,
That's official.
hey.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Thank you.
There you go. I was like, there you go.
but yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, definitely going through. What do we want to play next? Okay, we're gonna come up to this one in a second. But going through the song I played the first time, yeah, definitely. I got that whole that throwback vibe that Bruno Mars and them are trying to put out. So definitely that's something that you kind of see coming back now. I call it that real music coming back. People trying to get back to just the funk and the singing. So definitely some of that came out because Bruno Mars was one of the first people I actually wrote down, and I was like, nah, I didn't want to use that one because sometimes we throw our listeners off once we go outside of gender a little bit. So wanted to kind of keep you in pocket with that one. But yeah, no, good stuff. Good stuff. I like that mixture. And if you definitely bring both of those elements, that sounds like a recipe for success. Um, does bring us to our next follow up though, which is gonna be radio song. Uh, which song can you guys hear or would love to hear on the radio from Jande? I'm interested to know how you guys took that one. I'm getting the echo back here. Let's see. G Holla, take this one for me.
I gotta go back to one of my favorites, that On God. I would love to hear that. I would love to see the visuals on that too, because I think that song is so motivating. It's so like it has this sex appeal, like this allure to it, where your mind go places when you're listening to the lyrics. I can see that being like a real dope, real enticing type of video. I would love to hear On God.
Okay. Okay. I can see On God. CC Mac, one of y'all tap in with me. What do you have for the radio song for Jande?
So again, man, I'm right there with G Holla, man. On God. But since we already had that one taken, the Told You So. Listen, man, she is talking that mess on there, man. She is talking that mess, man. After you get this, you know what I'm saying? You mine after you get this. You know what I'm saying? You can clean that thing up and go sky high with it. I'm with both of those.
All right. So Told You So brought some flavor you want to hear on the local stations. Good stuff. CC, what you got?
I still would stick with my "But You" because it's a sexy song. It's for the ladies, it's for the men. It's just a sexy song. But something I can hear also on the radio, just because the name is the Crazy in the Brain, CITB. Just to see a video on that and going crazy and the words that she said on there, I'll be like, okay, that'll be different to hear Crazy in the Brain on the radio. But my favorite is still gonna be the "But You" and that one.
Gotcha. Okay. I had a couple over here on my list, man. But let me see. This might be a good chance to slide this one in. We got another little snippet here to play, which I think was the only feature. No, I'm sorry, there was two features on this joint, but this one was definitely my favorite feature. So let's get into this one real quick.
Take my heart and rip it into two. Still got you. Run around the world 10,000 times, and you'd still never be satisfied. And no matter what I said or do, still lost you.
Gave you a heart that was already scarred, babe. You were the one that brought me to brighter days, running in circles. Put on my best for you, hey. And no matter where we go, mountain highs or valley lows, I'll be the one that's gonna stay with you, ride or die.
And no matter what you say or do, I got you. Take my heart and rip it.
So that one for me had a real real radio vibe to it, man. Like as soon as it came on, like I had to check, man. I was like, am I back on V103? What they doing over here? Like, you know what I mean? Like it just came on with that flavor. Again, you had a lot of entertaining joints on this piece, man. So respect to you for the hard work that it must have took to get into all of that. And so many different vibes and styles that you had going with it. But when I heard that one, I think I heard the commercial appeal probably first before I really heard the song. So that one was my radio pick. But again, these are just impressions of fans and listeners. Let's get the creator herself up here and let her tell us which one has received some radio play or which one you're trying to get to that level.
So my two, usually I get a lot of my age. A lot of people like Waste Management. A lot of people are like, oh, I could sing this in my car. I could sing this on the radio. Like, girl, I'm hurt. Or like even the guys be in the corner like, tell me what you doing. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like they be feeling that stuff too. So Waste Management has definitely been one that people faithfully was like, yo, we played this here. We played this here. Like we played this and But You. People really be feeling and I love But You. Like that's definitely like top three, like top three of my project that I really like love and like. But definitely Waste Management and But You.
Yeah, and I assumed somebody was gonna say But You. So honestly, I tried to go a little against the grain with that one, but that's just being real. That was my first impression when I was digging through doing my research on it. That one had a commercial, not so much pop, but it had a little pop flavor to it. It came on. It has a happier, it's upbeat, and those are the type of things that I think, especially in the Atlanta market, that tend to do pretty well throughout the Southeast as well. Real quick, man, let's take another comment coming in. Let's see. Shade Queen Crawley on the check-in. She said, "Hey guys, hey Shade Queen." She was supposed to be on the panel tonight, but she's out on the road. So happy Father's Day to your pop, Shade Queen. Definitely hope you guys had some good times down in Macon, man. Happy Father's Day to my father as well, and to all the fathers again out there, man. I hope everybody had a blessed and wonderful Father's Day, because Father's Day doesn't get as much attention, man. They don't sell as many greeting cards or as much Christmas type presents as the other holidays, but we need to respect the fathers that are out there trying to do their things, man. So definitely love to the fathers. Another quick from Shade Queen. She said she has an amazing voice. Hey Shade Queen, you ain't never lied. Well, you have, but not today. So yeah, she definitely has an amazing voice, man. So we support those sentiments. But yeah, man, good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, the radio song, like I said, at the end of the day, man, you probably, if you had, if the right answer was the winning lottery ticket, I might miss out on some millions, man, because I probably put up 4 or 5 of them at the end of the day. And nothing wrong with that. When you look at 9 tracks and you can take almost half of them and just say, I can hear this on the radio right now, with no more future development, no more future collabs or anything on it, then that's already something that's positive and strong. But it does bring us to our next part, which is collabs. We like to talk about the collabs and how they were used. Look like we got Yasmin popping back up. Let's see if we can get some audio from her this time. No, we about to.
I'm in here now. I'm on the audio this time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear drum too. You sound like you live over there. Oh, you muted back out, love.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can. Where you checking in from? Yeah, where you checking in from, Yasmin? We lost her again. All right, we'll move forward. But yeah, collabs, man. We like to talk about how the collabs were used. Was it too many collabs? Was it not enough collabs? And or who could you see this artist being paired with moving forward? Because we're going to assume, especially when we hear some good stuff to our ears, we want to see that move forward, man. We want to see it expand and grow. And a lot of times to be able to do that and get the place within the structure of radio play and those sort of things and getting spins, a lot of collabs seem to go along with that at times.
I'm at the Juneteenth Festival in Centennial Park.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey man, tell everybody over there at the Juneteenth festival we said hello. I'm gonna mute you back out, Yasmin. Hold on, I can't even. Yes. Okay. Yasmin on that super strong. I got to put her in the back. She can't even be muted. but uh but yeah, collabs, man. Who got something on the collab tip? Like, what did you think about the use of the current collabs? Who would you like to see as a collab with Jande? CC, go ahead and take this one.
I like the ones that she had. Actually, they were some good singers on there. The two that she had. The guy on I Got You. He sound really really good. I love his part on there. I could see her collabing some more. Like I said, I'm gonna go with her. I don't know why, but that's sticking to my brain. I can go with her and a guy voice. I don't know. But I could see her teaming up with. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Breezy. I could see Breezy on something with her, and that would be really, really good and standing out, especially with the hotness and stuff. Cause y'all know I like my little songs, and she got that voice with it, and very creative with them kind of songs. I'm just gonna put it like that. But I can see
Okay.
Breezy.
Okay. Okay. So we got Breezy on the check in. We got Breezy. Who else? Who else do y'all want to hear with her, or what do you think about the current two? I think we had Lamar Turner, and we had excuse me, Lamar Turner on I Got You, and then on CITB we had Zip K. What do we think about those collabs, and who else do we want to hear in the mix? Mac.
I feel like both collabs was dope. I feel like Lamar Turner definitely did a great harmonization job on I Got You, and Zip K came with them bars on Crazy in the Brain. As far as future collabs, I can hear, I'm gonna give you a few, right? So as a male, depending on what kind of collab you want. You want a R&B male, I can hear it with The Weeknd.
Mm. Mm.
You know what I'm saying? As a female collab singing somebody she's already familiar with, Angie Stone.
Mm. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then when we talking about that all around mix, somebody she already brought up in the show I got down here, Lizzo.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
You peeked into
I
my
like
brain a little
that.
bit on part of that. But G Holla, what you got?
Yeah, I'm loving Mac. Mac, listen, that's only fire right there. I think I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. We can go from I don't like old school, but we're gonna go the previous generation before the next generation. So for as far as rap, I would love to hear with Andre Three Stacks, Andre 3000. I think they will create some beautiful music right there. You know what I'm saying? And I know we can't get this collab, but with technology, we probably could. We got to raise up the late great Michael Jackson. I would love to hear Michael Jackson in one of them cuts, especially the one that you said would be good for radio. I think that'd be real interesting to have one of them Jacksons on it, you know. And my final for a beat maker, I would love to hear somebody like Timbaland come in and team up with her and change up the beat a little bit and give it some of that early 2000 with Aaliyah. I think that'd be real
Mm.
interesting, in my opinion.
Mm. 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 Hey, listen, man, that sounds like one hell of a gumbo. I love to hear all that, all that, all that. Yasmin, I don't know if you can hear us. Can you check in and let us know who you think might be dope on the collabs, or what you thought about the collabs on this one?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I heard him say Andre 3000, and that made me think of Miguel. I was waiting to say Miguel, because I feel like if the eclectic, funky vibe is what we want to flesh out, then Miguel might come with that energy the same way that Andre 3000 would come through with that type of energy as well. So that might be another consideration to collab with.
Mm. Okay. Didn't think of the I didn't think of the Miguel route,
Yeah.
but I can see that. I can see that. That would be dope. Um, so let me tell you what I thought about this, man. In my list, I swear y'all are piquing my brain because y'all had parts of a couple of them. I wrote down four different things. I wrote down Lizzo first. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, man. I'm historically not the biggest Lizzo fan, but she is growing on me, man. Her whole vibe, I guess, kind of takes over you first before you get a chance to really dig into the music. So just peeping her, I think she's a dope person, man. And so I've been listening to some of her stuff a little bit more, and I like the different vibe that she switches up. So definitely, she was one of the people that I put down. I put the as the female that I put down on here. If we want to take it to the rap side, you said three stacks. I actually put down Outcast. I like to hear with both sides of the coin on Outcast. I think that would make for a very interesting mixture. Plus the home, the ATL love coming out of it. You know, what I mean, beautiful music happening like beautiful babies coming out of the A. So I definitely love to see what that newborn looked like at the weigh in. I also put Future down here. I definitely think some of the way some of your I guess listening to you and just kind of daydreaming and imagining about you, not to make it sound weird, but daydreaming, listening to your stuff. Like I picture some of the beats that I want to hear your voice on, and some of the beats that I want to hear your voice on kind of match with some of the same stuff that I'll be like, I want to hear Future do a feature on those type of cuts. So that was the name. But I'm gonna throw y'all with a curveball here that I really, really, really would love, man. Music Soul Child. I would
Mm.
love to hear something with you in Music Soul Child because I think that not that you're all the way on that eclectic left like music is, but I think some of the type of beats that he works well with and the cadences that he works well with, I think would fit your mold a little bit. And I think y'all could have a beautiful musical baby out of that one as well. So that was the four that I put down on my list. But yeah, it sounds like we're all kind of in the same vein, man. Miguel gets thrown in that same vein. Some of the other artists definitely get thrown into that same pot. So good stuff, man. I love it when the panel is all kind of thinking together on things, man. But
Mhm.
let's again let's go to the queen herself and see what she thinks of. Oh, let me speak real quick. The two collabs, dope. They were dope. Would I like to hear more collabs? I don't know that I left there saying I wanted to hear more collabs. And I'm always a strong proponent when artists can stand on their own and have no collabs. Sometimes you lose a little bit of the flavor when there are no collabs. So for the fact that you had 9 cuts on it and you sprinkled in two, and those two were hitting and well placed, I think went a long way for me. So again, that's just my 2 cents on it. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring up Queen Jande and let her tell us her thoughts on it.
So first of all, shout out to Zip, shout out to Lamar Turner. They were super great, super easy to work with. Really enjoyed them. Um, yeah, that was so fun. Like literally, I just went in. I was like, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is the record. They were so willing. They were so like wonderful. But I enjoyed them. I think they definitely helped make my project even more like it just added a little bit more seasoning to it than what it had. So I enjoyed working with them and I enjoyed the songs. And they did what needed to be done on the records. So as far as people that I would love to collaborate with, I feel like I don't see a lot of women singers collaborating with other women singers. I don't know why it kind of comes off as taboo. I don't know what that's about. So I would definitely love to do like maybe like a her and Lizzo collab on the track. I feel like that sounds weird, but I feel like if it meshed together properly, it would be super dope. Having them like the three of us on a record, I think that'd be cool. Um, I love Andre. Like we on first name basis. I love I've always been a fan of his. He's definitely like in my top 5 like rappers of all time. Like I very much am a fan of him. So when I actually was thinking about Crazy in the Brain, I was like, ooh, in real life, not in real life, like it's fake, but I could see like Andre like, oh, I'll be up on this, that'd be great. But that's neither here nor there. But like definitely with definitely enjoy. Would love to do something with Andre, just because he's so creative and he's so like so dope. Who else? I'm a Jasmine Sullivan fan. So like if some of her like sprinkle of what just an inch, if I could just get a pinch or something from her, like I would love to do a collab. If it was me, her, and Brandy on a record, oh, that'd be so fire. I think that would be so like
Girl, you better be on to something with that there.
that would be I think that would be like a crazy a
I
crazy
agree. I agree.
yes. And who else? Who else am I thinking of? I would love for I'm a Jay-Z fan. So like in my head, I always could see him being on something. Whether it makes sense or not, I would love for Jay-Z or Kanye because I'm equally like I love Jay-Z, but I also very much appreciate Kanye. So I would love for either one of those two as far as like rappers or Kendrick. I like Kendrick too. So anyone if it was like rappers, I would like those. Just
I can
because
see that.
I enjoy them. And so
I can see one of them sliding in very easily into that. So good stuff. Hey guys, we got it's 8 till, so we're gonna cancel the last two questions today, and we're gonna take it in. We're gonna open it up if Jande doesn't mind to some questions. We like for our panel to be able to kind of ask some questions and get a little bit deeper into some questions they might have had about the project when they were digging through it. So I'm interested to know what kind of questions did you guys come up with today that you want to ask it to the horse's mouth directly, ask to the queen.
Well, if I may, this is G Jande. I want to know, do you feel like you've been reincarnated? You feel like you lived before? Has anyone told you that you have an old soul, so to speak? Have you ever heard of that?
it's always a mixture because it's like you look 12, but sometimes it's like I look young, but then sometimes I have like I still kind of like stuff old fashioned or like things like that. And I just appreciate, my parents, like I was raised off of old school music. So in a lot of my ways, I do see that I do have an old soul.
Gotcha. Who else? What kind of questions we got? I got mine, but I'm gonna hold off for a second. What you got, Mac? You look like you got something sitting there.
Oh, I always got something sitting here. So you say you were Atlanta native, right?
Yes, sir.
And you went to where? Florida State?
I went to yep. Go no.
Okay. So I love athletes. So track and field, 2-time All-American. Okay. So what events did we do down there?
So at Florida State, I did the 200, I did the 1, I did the 4, and I did the 4x1 and 4x4.
Oh, my favorites. I love that.
For real.
Which one was your favorite out of all those?
So I like the 2 because it was like so I like the 200 because it gives me time to stand up and run. Like the 100 is like kind of quick, and then the 400, that lactic, they can keep it. That lactic acid, they can go ahead and have it. So like the 2 for me was fun. The relays are always so fun because you're doing it with your teammates, and it's just like the bonding. And you're practicing together, you're out in the sun together when it's 90-something degrees in the middle of the summer. So I always enjoy the relays, and it just kind of brings us together. Just having to practice like handoffs and stuff like that.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask a quick question. Which leg did you run?
So I ran a good curve, but I also ran anchor. So okay. I'll give you a good 3rd or 4th leg.
I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, you finish them off after everybody and dust them off first. I get it, but so you also got a BS.
Hey man, don't disrespect that kick. You know that kick got to be real.
Yeah, no, never. Because for one thing, I think people don't understand that every leg is just as important.
Yep. Every leg is its own race.
Absolutely.
Like people that don't understand track and field or even sports in general, they think the first quarter don't count. It's the fourth quarter because that's where the glory at. But
Mhm.
every quarter, every leg counts.
It also depends on what people's strengths are. Like if somebody's a great
Right.
like if somebody's a great 200 runner, the second leg is usually the longest leg. So we're gonna put you
It
on
is.
second leg. Whereas if you get out the blocks and your start is amazing, we're gonna put you on first leg. And then
Mhm.
sometimes it's not even the fastest person that's on the anchor leg. It's the person that can just hold it or maintain the place that we've been put in before. So it just depends on the team that you have. It depends on the speed that you have, the people, because sometimes the fastest people aren't winning the relays. It's the people that have the best handoffs. So I think that
Exactly.
it depends on how you're looking. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. And
Well,
shout out to
you talking to somebody that's got records in the Georgia record books, but we'll move past that. But so you got a BS in political science as well.
Yep,
Like
I got
you
my,
were
my
saying.
bachelor's in political science and my master's in applied American politics and policy.
Okay. So do you think any of that helped you in your music career?
I think discipline in general. Being an athlete, having because I graduated with 3.8, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not like I was just in school and just running. It was like, yo, I'm trying to do my best to be All-American. I got to maintain my grades, and I'm
Right.
like trying to stay sane. And you know what I'm saying? And like at the same time, so I think discipline is what I gained the most just from that experience. And so it makes just focusing on being an artist and all that goes into being an artist, it makes it seem like you still work, but
Right.
it makes it seem it's a little bit easier because it's like I'm not focusing on 3 or 4 other things. Like I'm just focusing on my music, which is what I love and what I'm passionate about. So
Right.
it's kind of, so getting up in the morning isn't hard. Rehearsals aren't hard. Like rehearsing for 3 or 4, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in the sun rehearsing. I'm in a studio rehearsing. You know what I'm saying? It just makes stuff I appreciate things more because track kind of prepared that for me and school kind of prepared that for me.
I get it. Appreciate that.
That's
Good stuff.
awesome. I got one. I want to jump in because I'm about to get on the train, and I
Go
really
ahead.
love what you said. I feel like the way that your work ethic has kind of been molded by how you came up was really positive, and I feel like if just keep that disciplined mindset, it's always going to take you further, as you move along in the industry, whether you stay indie, whether you go mainstream into a major label, whatever it is, the creativity is always going to be a bonus. So I applaud you for having, your own unique voice. I applaud you for even wanting to do this as a young Black female, because we know the industry is a hot mess for a lot of young Black females and just the industry in general.
Mhm.
So I'm one of those kind of people that likes to encourage. So let me just drop a jewel on you real quick, little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like whatever angels, whatever inspiration, whatever energy you feel that leads you to build on your creativity, to sharpen that tool, that gift that you have, to sharpen your voice, to get more dynamic with your box, your voice box. Do whatever you can to sharpen that, keep it fresh, keep it unique. I feel like anytime you feel something is not right, anytime something doesn't feel cohesive, it's okay to step away kindly and still do what you need to. And it's okay to still collaborate with people that might be able to pour into you and teach you something new. So being open, but still having at least a path, at least something that you want to follow as a blueprint will probably be a really beneficial way to approach some things as you go along. Just my little 2 cents.
Mhm.
Thank you. I feel
You
like a sister can always use an encouraging word. Let me tell you.
Hey, listen, it's all love, my girl. And then that's what we here for, to not only just critique you so that you know what you will and won't keep and what you might want to remix going forward, but maybe you'll be inspired to try something that you hadn't thought of, or maybe you thought of something and now you got confirmation from some of us because we brought a new energy to something that came to you before we said it. And then us saying it is confirmation to consider it.
Hmm.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff.
That's all I got.
Good stuff. Good stuff. CC, what you got? You got the mute, CC. That's what you got. You got mute. Oh, do I have you muted? There you go. You off.
Yeah, you kept muting me. I was telling Yas be safe also, but all my questions she's basically answered. Like, the questions I had was the motivation behind the album, which she kind of answered through the things and her musical influences that she answered. So I guess just going forward, what are you working on for 2022? What can we expect for 2022, the rest of this year?
So I feel like I not to elaborate, but I don't know if I actually the inspiration for the actual project itself. I was dealing with like a really bad breakup, and it
Mm.
was so like and like honestly, that was the only way I knew how to cope. It was either like get really like in a very negative space or get out the house and do music. And that's honestly what helped cultivate the whole project. And that's why you kind of see the progression of like, I'm feeling like this. This is how I felt when I was in it. I'm kind of sad now, but it's like now I'm good, or now I'm learning to use it in a more positive light. Um, but moving forward though, so I've been very much hands-on as a writer. I'm working on me. I'm in the process of getting back working on me, but I love writing. I just love being a part of making good music in any aspect. So I've been in the studio writing um a lot and just getting ready for working on a new project. Maybe not a whole project, but just putting back some singles and things like that. So I've just been kind of studio heavy. I do have a couple of projects where I've featured on some people's work that's coming out. That's dropping in June. Some of it's dropping in July. So I'm excited about that. Hear my voice on something else besides demos for other people writing. So that's honestly what's coming up for me. And just some placements here and there. So that's
Any can you do some name dropping on those projects or not until they come out?
I gotta wait. I'm sorry.
No, we respect it. Listen, man, don't mess your money up. Never for us. Never
I
for
feel like
anybody.
no check for
I have
you.
one
No, I'm
more
just
question
joking.
too.
Okay.
I got a quick question. It's
Go ahead.
simple. Do the Gemini standard? Do you meet that? You know how people say, people judge people by their
So
horoscope. Do
do
you meet the Gemini? Are you two faced? Do you have them two sides since you got it?
the realest people are like some of the realest people I know are Geminis. I don't think that we have different personalities. I think just like every human, I think we're generally
Gemini in the house. Hey, 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 hey,
I think
hey.
we're really chill, but I just feel like once we're pushed to a certain point, because we're so chill all the time, it seems drastic. So it's like we're generally chill, like okay, that kind of frustrated us, but we'll let it go. Okay, it's still frustrating us. So it seems like, oh, she was happy to now she's pissed, but like no, it's been building up. You pushed it. We just was trying to like let it slide. So it seems bipolar, but it's not. It was a build up process. So no, I don't think I think that standard I fit. But I definitely am about
You
me.
know I can vouch for you on that because they be trying to tell me the same thing. So I feel you.
Listen, man, when y'all are calm, and then you light a fuse to somebody's gas tank, they tend to take it that way.
Right.
That's all I'm
You-
saying.
But
I don't think I've ever I don't think
but no.
nah.
Yeah, Yasmin, audio is bipolar right now. Come on, man.
But no,
I gotta come in and out of mute. I'm at the MARTA station. I can't have y'all hearing all announcements and carrying on.
no, we appreciate that. Appreciate that. But no, I get what you're saying, man. There's everybody is multifaceted, and if you're not, then you only have one strict thing that you could do as far as the way your body and your life can go. So I feel what you're saying. You switch it up like everybody else. So I'm not big into the whole astrology thing. Probably because I'm a Virgo, and all y'all always hate us. But outside of that, I know many people who swear and live by their signs, and then I always seem to see a different side of them. So I believe people are people, and people gonna do what they're gonna do, man. They have more tendencies based off of their past than they do off of an astrology sign. But that's just me. But hey, here's my question, man. We didn't get a chance. A couple things we didn't get a chance to get into is worst song. Okay. So with that being said, hold on before you jump off the bridge. Listen to my reasons first. I'm gonna play a clip for you. This is not the worst song, but something we played earlier in the intro, and something that I don't know if you sent it to us or if we got it from somewhere else, that I was really digging, but it made me think maybe the original version was the worst song. And let me play it and then I'll tell you why. Okay.
It's been 18 days, 3 hours since you told me to leave it. These 2 months, 18 days, 3 hours since I stayed away. I don't know why I do this to myself. Missing the way that you held me, thinking the thoughts of what could be, if only you knew.
So let me get into my reasoning, right? Let me take you into my mind and why I think like I think. We all know what's gonna make the radio, right? Maybe not specifically, but we know the formula. We know what's in the soup already, right? It's beats, it's a hook. And then the rest of it literally could come and go, right? That seems to be the way people in pop culture digest music these days. The reason why I brought this up, I had it listed under the worst song, was it's the real. When you can put your voice on a cappella and just have one or two instruments to go with it, you really feel the essence of a singer, in my opinion. And so it wasn't that I hated that song or the original song. In fact, I loved both of them. But after hearing that one, it brought the question up. Like, if you really are the type of artist where you want to showcase your voice, and here's my question: if you're the type of artist that wants to showcase your voice, how, besides putting something out in those snippets and those side, the side piece, right, that you can put out to us, how can you be the main girl and not the side piece and actually be able to show your voice? Creativity goes a lot into the rest of it, but when it comes down to just straight skill, and when I heard that song, it was straight skilled and body. So my question is, how can you bring that out? Because obviously it's in you. How can you bring that out as you're bringing your music to the people?
Oh, that's a good question. I think so. I think there's a way to do things that people can digest while people still getting a taste of the food, right? So I think that there's a way that, yeah, we can make a song that people like while also incorporating, like, oh, she can sing. And I think honestly it's just being able to find a good mixture, because there's a lot of mainstream people that don't sound so good without a studio, and then there's some mainstream people that, like, if you put them live, they're gonna smash. And so I think it's honestly about just finding a good emergence of, like, of the both of those. And I think that's why I wanted my project to be as diverse as it was, because you can see, like, okay, she can sing, but also, like, there's stuff that we can hear on the radio. And that's why this project was so important for me, to do that, so that people can see that versatility. And then on top of that, if y'all ever come to a show, or if y'all are ever in the area, the shows are fire too.
Hmm.
So I think that it's just being able to, like, combine the two. I think you can do both. I think you can be talented and be mainstream as well. I don't know why we live in this world of, like, people either have to look a certain way or don't have to be as talented or it's based off how they look. I think the listeners are capable of are more intelligent than that, and I think we just don't give people as credit. Like people know what sound good sometimes. Like if somebody sounds good, they know that they sound good. Like, and I just think sometimes it's not the listeners that are pushing the agenda. I think it's other people, but that's a whole nother story for that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But I definitely think I'm capable, more than capable of like being myself while also combining like other things. Because I think also that's what makes me me, like being able to like the versatility. So yeah, I just think you can combine. I don't think you have to pick necessarily. And I think if people feel like they have to make you pick, then it's like, for why? Like for what?
Okay. Good answer. Good answer. I like it. Me personally though, I do like when you can hear somebody really put it down in acapella, right? Or bare minimal with the instrument, especially if you could just, get the strings involved and go hard that way. I always look at those artists and I'm like, rarely when I get a chance to hear it, because let's be real, they don't put that out in the mainstream. But when I come across and you get an artist that can really blow and can just go over some acoustics, I always wonder, like, why can't this be more of a mainstream format and get out there more? And I suspect some of the reason is some of the record labels want to kind of cover up their people. You want to protect your investment. You don't want to expose them in that way, because sometimes everybody is not always the realest. But definitely shout out to you and respect to you for being one of the realists on that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys. 12 after, we're gonna
I know you said that.
say that again, CC.
I was gonna say she mentioned that we should go to one of her shows when she have it. I was gonna ask her, did she have one coming up? Because we always are good supporters. We'll come support you, and we're here in Atlanta, so I didn't know if you had one coming or not.
You're on mute.
I got one coming up in July that I'm excited about. I actually have an acoustic set coming up. I have an acoustic set coming up in July, and I have a like a show set coming up. And then the next time I have a band. When I have my band that I appreciate so much, I gotta come. So I'm
Tell
definitely
the,
let you know.
tell the people where to tap in with you, where they can find that information.
So everybody can follow me. It's the same thing everywhere. It's Jande, JANDELOVE1, the number one. So that's where you can find me on IG, Facebook, Twitter, all the things. Yeah, so follow me.
Good stuff, man. We're gonna go around the horn one more time and let everybody give their last comments to Jande, and then we're gonna follow up with Jande herself. But yeah, Matt, go ahead and kick us off. What you want to leave the artist with?
Oh, definitely dope project. You know what I'm saying? I loved it from top to bottom. And it's anybody on this panel can tell you I'm not really a R&B person. I'm a big hip hop fan, but when it comes to R&B, I like that class that you brought. I like that swagger that you brought. I felt that pain that you came with. Like you didn't even have to tell us at the end about you went through a hard breakup. I already knew that, shout. You know what I'm saying? So I felt that pain and I appreciate this project. Thank you.
That's dope. That's dope. G Holla, you want to leave some closing words?
Thank you. I appreciate it. First, I want to close the word for everybody. Everybody on this panel is dope, man. You are awesome host. You did your thing. Thank you for inviting me in. Big shout out to CC Mac doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Yasmin, I appreciate you all. But for the wonderful artists, shine your divine light in everything that you do. Don't ever change unless you want to change. Don't let this world dictate and tell you what beauty is, what music is, what artistry is. And sometimes it's all about you just creating, because I feel personally, I'm getting a personal download to you from the universe. This is what you was meant to do. The money and the fame and the admiration and the love, all of that is wonderful. But at the end of the day, complete your mission while you on this planet, this earth, and existence and keep shining and stay upon your square. I salute to you, Queen. I double tap to you and keep on doing your thing.
Good stuff. Yasmin, you want to tap in with us real quick? Maybe, maybe not.
Well, she
Okay.
said she gave her motivational stuff, and
I,
she's stuck right now.
hey, I respect her for just trying to be a part of it. Go ahead and close out, CC.
Well, I definitely want to tell the artists thanks for coming on today. Thanks for letting us have you on our platform. And I love your voice. You got a fan here with me. You know, I got some of those on repeat, you know. So definitely continue your journey and be the best that you could be. And I look forward to coming out to your shows. I'm going to bring Theo and Mac and everybody out. So when you tell me, we'll be there to support you. We definitely will. But definitely keep grinding. This your year. So I'm excited for you.
There it is. There it is. Good stuff. Okay, and so let's have Jande herself. What message do you want to leave the to your fans, man? Like, what do you want them to receive out of this? What do you want them to know moving forward about you?
Um, I just like for people to be encouraged. Like I just really want people to just like from our project, like yes, a lot of pain, but like from pain like comes so many amazing things and it like developed into something that I couldn't have even like thought of. I remember it was just me getting stuff off my chest so that I just wasn't in the in a dark space and I just it's always like so amazing and really much a blessing just to see how many people enjoy it and like appreciate it. So I thank y'all so much. But yeah, just turn your pain into something great. I think people always try to hide their pain and try to put on this facade of something that they're not when they don't understand like their pain or whatever they've been through can like turn into something great and like help somebody else. Like not even just for you, but it can help so many other people. Yep. And that's honestly like I make music to keep me sane, but I also make music just to be able to have people hopefully somebody relates, like I'm not here just crazy by myself. Like yeah, just so people can relate and it's all like I appreciate everybody that's ever listened to my project, everybody that enjoys it, even the people that don't like it. I appreciate it because you still listen to it and you still got me some streams, so I'm still like I'm still good either way. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Just be on the lookout. Please follow me. Check out my page. Repeat my project. There's more stuff coming out, and I just appreciate all the encouragement from everybody. And that's all I got.
All right.
I'm out of the tunnel now, guys. That's why you couldn't catch me earlier.
Okay, go
But
ahead.
I
Yasmin.
agree with what G Hollis said. I appreciate you giving her that last bit of encouragement. I concur.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So, all right, guys, we're gonna give some closing statements, and then we're gonna wrap this up. So, hold on for me. Don't drop off the line. All right, we're gonna do a quick recap backstage once we end the live. But as we always do, I want to give Queen CC a chance to leave our viewers with some parting words. CC.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us and watching this. This was awesome. I'm glad that we had her on the panel. And like I said, she's a dope artist. She has a pretty voice. And continue anybody that has a dream and wants to be a singer, wants to be an artist, go for it. You never know. You know what I mean? It's 2022 and just keep pushing. This is the year for success. Also, make sure y'all join us Wednesday on our music trivia at 8 o'clock. If y'all want to volunteer to play, let me or Theo know. And if you want to, and if you're an artist and you want to be on our panels on Sunday, also let us know. And again, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and thanks for tuning in with us.
There it is. There it is.
And
That's
you,
dope.
Theo.
Well, yeah, also shout out Happy Father's Day to my dad. Love you, appreciate you. Also, don't please check out my project, Face the Facts. It's everywhere. Check it out. Everywhere, Face the Facts. Jande. That's it. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you all so much for everything.
There it is. Good stuff. Good stuff. Listen, man, you heard it from her directly. Jande. Go ahead and Google that. Type it into your DSP. Type it into YouTube. Type it into wherever you go to consume your visual and your audio content, man. Please help us run her streams up. I think you'll fall in love, like for real. She's a dope individual. She has a very, very great voice, and it's not often that you hear us say that, man. Like we're always 100% real. But when you come away from the project smiling and you have nothing but good things to say, kind of as you heard this evening, then you know it's kind of something special. So we like to see the people who have something special continue to move up, man. We'll never ever be an obstacle or a roadblock to any of that. Let me just make sure we mute it out in the back. But with that being said, man, thank you guys for tuning in. Whether you were catching us on Facebook Live, again, the Roundtable Music Facebook group, or if you're catching us on YouTube through the iModel Booth Games or Where It Begins channel, thank you. Again, subscribes, likes, follows, all that stuff is free, man. Support is free. We're not asking for anything out of you other than, taking 2 more seconds to click something. So if you don't mind, just go ahead and do that. But that wraps up another Sunday night where we bring you our roundtable music live panel where we're going to review an artist. So check us out next Sunday at 8 p.m. where we do the same thing all over again with something with a new phrase. But also, as CC said, catch us on Wednesday, man, the Music Trivia Night Show. Definitely, it's music trivia a little bit different than you ever seen before. If you're interested in being a guest or one of our contestants on there, definitely reach out to myself or CC, like she said, and we'll definitely get you the information to be able to link up with us on that and have a good time with us. Also, if you haven't heard about it yet, please check us out on Thursday nights, man, where we definitely go in and we do the Round Table Talk podcast. A little bit different, man. We're talking about current events. We're talking about things that are definitely relevant to the world and relevant to the culture. So come in, man, check us out, weigh in with us, leave us a comment, let us know how you feel about things that we're talking about. But outside of that, one more time, man, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Hopefully it was memorable. Hopefully it was your best one yet. And at the end of the day, man, just know that you're loved. So this is your boy Theo, our model booth, and we will catch y'all next time. Peace.